Hey, good afternoon and welcome to Pierce FDIC booth. My name is Peter Holden with Emergency Equipment Professionals, the Pierce dealer for Alabama and Mississippi. And behind me here we have the Auburn truck that they just purchased for Auburn, Alabama. And it is built on the Saber chassis, and it's one of the first ones we've had with barrier height doors on the cab and chassis. This unit here is going to be the first Pierce for the fire department. It seems like they're fairly excited to get it in. And what we have is going to be the Saber chassis, been tried and true, built for 20 years, and the department just wanted something very reliable and cost-effective for the department, and this is what we were able to provide with them. It's there again, a basic truck. They wanted to keep things simple and reliable. All they do is pretty much want something to jump in, go run their calls, do their job, and get back in one piece with zero issues. Started the truck, and it's been built pretty much. We changed a few things and added in the cab a 5-man crew cab, dropped one seat for an EMS compartment that the department decided that they wanted to try out. So we went with that. And then of course the very unique paint scheme to match the Auburn University paint scheme and their striping and everything else with it. There again, the truck pretty much kept it nice and low. Went with 18,000 pound front suspension system, and then going off it, just a pretty nice cab. The entry system with the barrier height doors was something the department's been running, and it's been completely unique to the Saber cab, surprisingly enough, and they integrated the new step package. And with this, they notched out the lower portion of the step to give an easier egress in, so you don't knock your shins as you're entering the cab. The new dash cab, or the new dash of the cab, has been relaid out from past years. And so it's nice ergonomically fit, integrated cup holders, which a lot of the guys enjoy. Coming off that in the crew cab, you can get a good shot of the EMS compartment. You probably see better from the other side of the truck. There again, barrier height doors with the easy egress or the setback from the seat. And then they also did decide to go with the Smart Dock SCBA cylinder brackets, which will be new to the department, but kind of the common complaints is having to put your head and shoulders in the air pack to put the collision restraint strap in, so that helped out with things there, made them a lot happier and user-friendly in the market. Coming off that, the department wanted to go with a 1500 GPM Hale pump, and then of course they enjoyed the stainless steel pump panels for easy use, easy cleaning and spraying it off. And then of course we went and ergonomically designed all of the discharges, so they're real happy with those. And then of course the department went with a 200-foot hose reel up top, 2 cross lays, and then 2 240-volt halogen lights to run off their 6,000 kW generator that's PTO driven. All the controls are in the front compartment. One unique thing we did with the truck is that they did want to keep 1,000 gallons of water because it's going to be covering a more rural aspect and highway and interstate coverage areas with the interstate. And so they wanted the extra dependable water supply that may not be by hydrant. One unique thing we did though is we actually did a tank modification, and with the long body at 161 inches, we were able to do a full depth and full height pump panel, or I'm sorry, a compartment in the forward officer side, driver's side compartment. With that, it raised the height of the hose bed about 3 or 4 inches and matched the height of the side sheets of the hose bed with the cab and give a more streamlined appearance from a distance from the side. The over the height compartment, they decided to go with a tool board, and it allows you to basically utilize the compartment space to a maximum ability. You can load tools on either side of the pegboard and better efficiency for laying out the compartment. They had a rollout tray on an adjustable shelf, just to basically better layout compartment configurations is how they want to lay out different aspects of their stuff. 2 integrated scene lights across top, which I missed, and they're on each side. Just give better workspace area lighting as you're using the truck on different calls. And on the rear of the apparatus, the department has 2 rear discharges. They're going to run 2 pre-connects on the driver's side of the truck, and then of course they're 1,000 feet of 5-inch hose in the back. They do have internal ladder storage with 2 pike poles, which kind of comes standard notch out the tank side. And that way keep the ladders nice and clean. It is a fully enclosed compartment, so you won't have to worry about road debris or dust or grime getting on the ladders. It's always nice, neat, and clean. Coming off the side of that, you get your hard suction hose troughs, which you put on the top. And then they have a 240-volt cord reel in the lower compartment here, just to run accessory cord for scene lighting and anything else. working on the interstate, which this truck will primarily cover that area, they'll be able to use remote scene lighting if they had a large area, anything you want to need for that. On this side, we went with double door SCBA bottle compartments for a total compartment storage of 6 SCBA bottle storage. And they're able to carry all the air bottle supply on this side of the truck, where they keep a lot of their air operations. Pump operations, of course, would be, I think, primarily laid out for the officer side of the truck or the driver's side of the truck. And coming off that, you pretty much have your pump panel here, manual cab lift. You can see, of course, the Harrison 6 kW generator up top, and then, of course, your Akron high-res monitor. And then this gives you a better shot of the cab itself and the EMS compartment. It's a dual access. You'll be able to access the cab compartment from inside the cab. And then dual light strips, so you'll have easy access from inside the cab if you need to grab something. And then coming from the outside, Gore-Tight roll-up door, of course, painted to match the cab and streamlined, but gives the guys a lot easy access to the side of the road. Need to come back and grab a medic bag, it'll be right there for them to grab. And then, of course, carried on, which missed before, is, of course, your reflector striping, which matches the rear of the truck. Carried on in front of the door, just a little added touch to give it a little extra appeal. And then, of course, you have lots of space for the officer side and map compartments. They're, of course, going to mount a computer on the dash to give them a little added reliability and service. And with me here I have Lieutenant Jeff Nolan and Josh Dantanoff, who is battalion chief with the City of Auburn Fire Department. And they've just come up here to enjoy FDIC and see a few classes and check out their truck. And if they just want to give a few words, just kind of explain how it's going to serve their city.
Well, this new piece of apparatus, we're glad to have it at the City of Auburn. It's replacing a piece of older apparatus that we have at our Station 3. Some of the things that are going to better serve Auburn, better serve the Station 3's territory. We're going from a 500-gallon tank capacity on our old truck to 1,000 gallons. We run a lot of interstate calls with this apparatus, so that's going to better serve the department and the community in that aspect. One thing that we have recently started doing within the past probably 6 years is running EMS calls. We run with all the ambulance calls that the city goes on. The fire department also responds with ambulance service. We've incorporated in this truck an EMS compartment, so that's a change. It's the first truck that we have an EMS compartment on with our department, so it's a good change. And those are just two of the things that come to mind when I think about the new piece of apparatus that we're getting. But we are very glad to have it, and it looks like a very, very well-built truck, and we're looking forward to many years of service with it.